Alrighty, what is up? Jan, how are you doing? Easy peasy skippy. Easy peasy. We got peas here. How's everyone doing? Let's see. Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. And I'm going to go ahead and get the Whatnot stream started right away so we can start giving giveaways. Let's see. YouTube, I got your pinned comment over to Whatnot. We're going to be giving away, we have our 8-pack of microgreen seeds, speckled peas, arugula, broccoli, tot soy, radish, mustard greens, lots of stuff there. Joe Ellen, how are you doing? All right, Jan Lee says she can hear. Awesome. So let me go ahead and get Whatnot started. We'll be doing this. We're going to be doing this like every 10 minutes. And then we're going to be giving away some of the adapters too. Maybe an Amazon gift card. We did that last week. And I think maybe even a kit, a beginner's kit to get everything going. So let's see. YouTube, I've got the comment pinned at the top. But Facebook, let me go ahead. Give me 1 second to get the link. I'll drop it on Facebook. I have to keep dropping it over on Facebook. I can't pin a comment, which would be nice. So how was everyone's week? We're in like our worst drought in decades here in Florida, North Florida. So good thing for hydroponics, we don't need a whole lot of water. We do have some stuff in the ground. We've got some herbs, and we're just having water every day. All right, so this is going out to Facebook. Billy Grimes said there's no sound on Facebook. Okay, anybody else on Facebook can hear me or not? Billy says he can't hear. But it's going out on YouTube. Jan says she can hear. Okay, Jan can hear. Facebook, Julie says she can hear. All righty. All right, I got a wireless mic on, so you should still be able to hear me. Let me get this started. But we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, which is good. Let's see. Almost forgot my password. There's a lot of rain coming. Yeah, that's good. We're supposed to get quite a bit tomorrow, which is good. Our lawn really needs it. See if we can get this. Just getting set up, guys. I got the video playing back here, but I don't know if you can see it with the peas in the way. All right. My garden needs it. Yeah, yeah, we're like I said, worst drought in a couple of decades over here. All right, whatnot. Hold on 1 second. I got to get it set up on my computer, and I get you a giveaway going. Everybody's coming in here. We're gonna have our 8-pack of microgreen seeds. 1 second. Oh, we're going live when Logan Paul is live too, so probably get all the traffic. Can y'all see that? Part of it, right? Let me get all this set up, guys. Guys, look, this is all a bunch of peas. Set it and forget it. Shows, buying, selling. We're gonna do like we always do and just get started with a pack of seeds, all right? And our seeds got held up this week. So we're gonna see what we have here. And I think they won't even be in till Tuesday. But we've got a little bit left here. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to run a Ethernet cable out here. For some reason, my Wi-Fi on the new computer is just lagging like really bad. Here you go. How do you cook pea shoots? You need them raw like this in a salad. You can put them in basil spring rolls. You can saute them with a little butter, salt, and garlic. It's awesome. Stir fries. You can juice them. Try a little. Try a little. And that's why I like to grow them. Even if these grow this big, I still only get the top part that's tender. You're fine once they start to get big and this starts to get woody. It gets really chewy. So I like to leave them on there because they stay fresh. You come in here and grab these as you want instead of it sitting in the refrigerator, right? So they'll keep growing, but you don't want to eat the whole thing. Got my adapters today. Awesome, Sammy. Let's see, giveaways. All right, it's up. I got it. There it goes. It was just taking a while. I jump in that giveaway. Terry, what is up? I see you over on Facebook. All right, Facebook, YouTube. I dropped a link. I drop it again for Facebook because it disappears. Check the comments for the link. There we go. You get a $15 credit if you're new. If you've been over here before, come sit over here. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways. We're going to explain all of this. So lots of people said they got their adapters in. A lot of people are like sending me pictures of like all the stuff they're growing. These peas are just awesome. If you're trying to just get a bunch of greens in your life, this is the easiest way. You don't need nutrients. You don't need a grow medium or anything. We're going to go through the whole setup really quick. But I want to show you guys a bunch of stuff that we put together. And we keep doing it over and over. Guys, this is the stuff that like you saw us plant out on the show. And what we did was blessings from Guam. Awesome. These right here were grown outdoors. So you can do it. These were grown totally indoors under the lights. And these were grown outdoors. We'll go through the whole setup. So, you know, I've got some more. So you've got all these that we can harvest. You're ready to eat. You got some more on the way. And I've got some that were soaking. I soaked those last night. So I can go ahead and dump the water out of that and plant it out if we need it. So this is like really easy to do. I'll maybe harvest some of this so you can see the TV screen up there. That's when you plant it outside. All right, we're getting in the giveaway. We're letting everybody kind of mosey on in here, get in the giveaway, and then we'll get started, all right? 26 out of 30 people are in the giveaway. Let me see if I can pop out my chat. This might be what slows down my internet speed when I have these windows all popped out. If I don't do it though, my chat is like about that big. I can only see like 1 or 2 comments at a time. So here it goes. There it goes. There's Cat. Cat shared the show earlier. And a couple other people, thank you very much. I got my 2 boxes of newbie stuff yesterday. You know, I've been doing so much of putting my garden together. Awesome. Who's that, Marie? Do you put other seeds into the other jars? Yeah, we've got, let's see. Right now there's some top soy growing right there inside of one of these jars. That's what nutrients in it. But guys, I'm gonna show you a couple things. So we'll go over this real quick to show people how we can do this in the mason jar. So just about everybody has like mason jars in the house, right? So we made this adapter to fit inside the wide mouth mason jars. And we're going to show you how to grow a bunch of pea shoots. These are really expensive. If you guys have gone to farmer's market and all that and went to go buy these, they're expensive if you just go get just a little bit like this, right? Imagine how much like all of this and all of this is. All of this right here was about a 1/4 cup of peas, maybe about a 1/2 cup. I took a jar about this big. I only filled it up about that much with peas, filled it up with water, and then they expand. They about triple in size overnight. So these were down to here last night. They triple in size. So for about this much dried peas, you get like all of this right here. And this is only part of it. I got some more outside, but it'll fill up over 12 jars. Right here, we've got 2, 4, 6. This, we've got about 18 of them sitting right up here. Here goes the winner. First winner of the night. KC, congratulations. We get another one going, guys. Hold on, it's lagging. I gotta wait 1 second. Have a little mark. There we go. All right, there's another one. Some more seeds. All right, so if you're new, say new in here, and we'll go over how to do this. And if not, I got something else to show you guys that I did last week. It's pretty cool. No problem, Dan. Is that Casey Dan? And welcome in. Kimberjack, I started peas. For the first time, and they're doing great so far. Awesome. Awesome. I'm Kimberjack. Kimberly. These are like the easiest thing to grow. Radish grows easy. I like to put a little bit of nutrients in radish so they can grow out. These right here have just been on water and no grow medium at all. So we're going to put together one of our self-watering microgreen growers. And this requires nutrients. If you just want to grow microgreens, you can just use water. But if you want to go ahead and grow these out bigger, like you see me do on my channel, then you need a little bit of nutrients and you need a grow medium, which we're using clay pebbles. All of this, all of these pea shoots, all of this, which would be like real expensive. You're talking about like 50, 60, 70 bucks if you go in the grocery store, right? And this was set it and forget it. And all of that, all of this was just really easy. I've been doing it like in my spare time. It's like what we put together on a show. I've got more in the garden. I've got 12 right there. I got another 12 over there. And we just keep it going over and over. So if you're just looking to get a bunch of greens in your life, this is an awesome way to do it. Let's see. So everybody knows how to do the basic setup. I didn't see any new. There's a couple new, one new. All right, so look, this is really all you have to do with these adapters. That's a wide mouth mason jar, right? Here, I keep the ring. See if I got the right one. And with this adapter on there, basically, if you want to do one, like all of these jars up here, if you're just doing one, this would be enough. And all I do with that is pour it in here, fill it up with water. This, like I said, so I'm doing like 12 to 14, 16 at a time, right? So I put about this much peas in here, filled it all the way up with water, and it absorbed that much. So it's going to triple in size. So if you want to do just one, you only need about that much. Okay? Soak it overnight. The next day, come over and just dump it in here, set it in there, and then all you're going to do, I'll get one that I've got set up. You can either gently rinse it underwater, but if you do that, don't disturb your peas. Once they start going and all the roots start going down, you don't want to mess them up, all right? When you use that adapter for other types of seed, do you put your pea gravel and peas in the bottom? Yeah, you can. I've done it with that too. Oh, somebody got the Gatorade adapters. Those are good. All right, then all you want to do, see, we've got these in here. And in a few days, they're going to sprout like that. Okay. Come in and just going over and spray it. Get a good little bit on there so that it drips out. Okay. In a few days, you're going to see some roots coming out like that. When your roots start coming out like that, now you want to fill it up with water. Pretty much this is all I do. You don't even have to take your peas out, just gently put the water in there and let it come right up underneath of the adapter, but don't touch the adapter. Those roots will know where to go. Like in a day or two, I have not tried soybeans. In a day or two, they're going to shoot down in there. All right, so that's what you want to do. Just right under the white adapter, you can see some of the roots are already down in there, right? And then it's just set it and forget it. In another day or two, these guys are going to start pushing up on that lid, and they'll actually push the lid right off. Let me know if you can see the roots. There's more roots coming out there now. See, they've grown a little bit. So there's the roots. From this point, you just have to leave it. Here goes the winner. Nightmare Angel. Congratulations. Are you new? Welcome to the Keep On Growing family. And guys, basically that's it. Then you take it and either put it under grow lights if you have it in the house, or put it near a window, or set it outside. Mine are sitting in partial shade. It has the sun coming up in the morning. It gets a lot of morning sun and afternoon shade. And people ask, you can see that all of these right here, I don't know if you can tell, there's no algae in there. Now, the reason for that is there's no food because we're not putting nutrients in there. These are nitrogen fixers. If you listen to them talking about rotating crops, they'll plant crops like corn and stuff that suck nutrients out of the ground. And then they'll plant peas in another season because the peas go real deep tap roots and they pull up nitrogen in this very deep below and pull it up, and then they till it back under. So these guys really don't need any nutrients to get started to this point. If you want to grow them out to a pea and actually grow peas on it, you're going to have to put nutrients. But just to get them to pea shoots, you don't need any nutrients. Now I'm going to show you one more thing. All right, so that's what pea shoots. Here's one more thing. All right, I started some in these little microgreen growers that we had up there. So we can do it in those too. So I'm put together a box that will have these and these. If you have your mason jars you can use, or you can use these. And they're pretty good if you want to get to this point. Okay. But they won't get very much bigger than that because there's not a whole lot of room for the roots to go. So if you just want to grow microgreens like this, harvest them, start over, you can tell this is real easy to clean out. There's no mold, no algae or anything, right? You clean that out, there's no grow medium in there, toss that in your compost pile, you start over. Now, you guys know you're on my channel that I like to see up there, get more bang for my buck, right? So I like to grow it out even bigger. Let's see. Mike, can you put the Gibby in the Gatorade adapters I just purchased on to saving, please? Thank you. All right, so give away the Gatorade ones, Casey. I have to make a note of that because I don't have a listing for it. And the only thing is, let's see. All right, so you won the giveaway. No bundle or shipping. So there's save on ship. Yeah, it'll bundle it all together. So what happened is you won the giveaway. Didn't you win the giveaway? You won the giveaway, so I take care of the shipping. So if the first one's about $5. So the giveaway is $5 of your shipping out of the way. The next one that you purchased should have been a couple of bucks. And then when you hit 921, you get free shipping up to about 5 pounds, which would be about 10. No, I purchased Gatorade adapters and won the giveaway. Okay, and you were asking to put them in together? You can just right up here, keep on growing. Just tag that and send me a message. Someone is asking why our peas don't stand tall and fall over. You probably don't have enough. If you just put a couple of peas in there, and if the light's not strong enough, and then when they get big enough, they're just going to fall over. The brightest light has to be right up above them if you want them to stand up straight. So if you take these and you put them out and you have them in the shade and the bright sun's coming by over here, these guys are going to be tilting over that way. So either you don't have them packed in enough, you don't want, there's a little fine line, you don't want to overpack, right? But if you don't have your light right up above it, they'll start leaning, and then once they get big enough, they'll just fall over. When there's not, these guys have little tendrils on them. See, they're all holding on to each other. All right. So when it's not together, see the end ones? Since I just pulled it, these guys were hanging on to the ones that were next to them. So when I pulled it, it pulled them off like that. So if they don't have anything to hang on to, they're going to fall over. These guys, if they start growing straight up, the little tendrils are grabbing onto each other, right? So they're all holding on to each other. But if you got it where there's not that many of them in here, if you've got just a few and it's real sparse, they're just going to flow over like that. And then if you got it up here like this, where they're pushed together, these guys are all holding on to each other. This mass, they're all kind of holding on. They're all helping each other hold on. All right, there's what you can do if you plant them out, guys. All right, so you guys know we like to take ours and grow it out bigger, right? That's what we're doing over here. That's pak choi. And that's just like if we went over, we're going to go ahead and start our Pak Choi. We got that a little bit later in the show. Got some up here. And just to do that, all we did was take some of ours and we pull them out with the roots like that. And then just like that up in the video, we grew all of those by just taking those and putting them into a bigger container. Ooh, I found the big, we'll cut one of these. This is a big pool noodle. That's a big fat one that I was saying you need to fit something like this. So we'll have to cut it down and fit that. Okay, so to grow this out bigger, I just got my speckled peas, a full single bag layer, and the adapter, and I found it works out the best. Yeah, full bag. Yeah, single layer, Terry. Yeah, that's what we were trying to do, is just one like this. And a single layer. And then when after it swells up, it kind of doubles up a little bit. So that's what we were doing. That's why we're putting them in these bags, is so that it kind of takes the guesswork out of it. All right, like this, we said right there, let's see, just auctions maybe on Etsy. He does, not sure. No space between is best. Yeah. Hey, Moonlight, how are you doing? All right, so if these guys have more room to grow, they get bigger. Here's one I planted at the same time. Remember we were talking about this last week? How's that? That's the one we were showing you last week. And I had the thinner. I said, I'm going to put it on the bottom. So when the show was over last week, I took it and put it there. I put the water in the bottom there. Mike, someone on Facebook, how to get the adapters. All right, 1 second. On Facebook, if you check my profile, there's a link to my Etsy shop. You guys will explain this. And if you're on YouTube and Facebook, I put a link to come on over here to Whatnot. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, all my videos have a link to my Etsy shop. That's where you can get the adapters. Or you can jump over here to Whatnot, because we have different things like seeds and stuff over here that we don't have on Etsy. Beautiful. Let's see. All right. So we got that. This was planted at the same time. And all of this is these come in 2 packs. It's not Tupperware. This one just says McCormick, like a spice. I got it at not Dollar General, Dollar Tree. But if you need to, we're going to build a box with some of these trays. If you need to, just take one of the trays with you. This is a 5x5, so anything that's about that size, even if you take a little ruler or something, but you guys recognize that, right? About that size, and it fits right on top and it doesn't fall in. Oh, that's no problem. All right, and that's all I did. Look at this. Isn't that cool? And this will be, guys, that's no problem to clean out, right? Everybody's worried about all our hydroponics. Everybody's worried about algae, aeration, filters, monitoring stuff, doing all this stuff, right? Look, that's easy to clean out. Start right over. You've grown in the farmer's market. How many times have you seen peas like that big? You take this, that goes right to the compost. Easy as be. The large noodle fits in wide mouth jars. Yeah, the small, I like these small ones in the downspouts. And I drill a 2-inch hole. So this is cool. So what I decided to do, we put some boxes together. And I'm going to do a quick demo on a self-watering adapter. Most of you have seen it, but the people who aren't here, What's in the bowl? No pebbles. Let's see. Bowl. Or the other. We're going to use pebbles on something else. This is nothing. Just water. And you can always just dump that out. Put fresh water if you want. I haven't done anything to it. All I did was just used most of this up. I just added a little bit. I don't want to fill it all the way back up, right? I came back in, see where it's down about here, and I just added about that much. I didn't go all the way to the top. So I just keep it right in there. I don't let it dry all the way up because not all the roots are going way down to the bottom, right? So I always have to 3/4 full. Just water. Got a tray? No. This right here, just these. 2 of those. They come in a 2-pack at the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure you can find these in the Dollar General, in any of the like supermarkets. And if not, I've got a couple of these. We're going to put together a pack with a couple of these, some of the trays, some of the microgreen growers. And one more thing, let me go ahead and do this really quick, guys. And then we'll circle back and we'll touch on all of this. But isn't that cool? And that's just set and forget it. I just put it in there, like I said, I did refill once. Because once they get this big, they are going to start using up a little bit of water. In the beginning, it went from here to where I could harvest it without having to do anything. Here's one of the ones. This one's a little bigger. Ones that I started too, but you can see, just because there's more room. I put red cabbage in a small baking pan with clay pebbles. It's wilting. Yeah, Justin's probably too hot. Check the temperature. Most of your brassicas and stuff like that are like cool water. Yeah, more seeds too. And right now, guys, I got the air off in here during the day. This stuff was growing. It gets up to 95 degrees. Michelle in the Meadow, how are you doing? Y'all go check out her channel. Look up Michelle in the Meadow on YouTube. Are you on Facebook too? I may have overseen its packet packed. Okay, it is packed. Yes. Michelle, look what we're. Don't you want some of those? That worked. We're trying it with tot soy too. I've got some tot soy. See the roots coming out the bottom. We'll let you know how that one goes. Y'all experiment too. Let me know how things are going. All right, one more thing. We're going to put together one of these. All right. This to grow your microgreens. Here you can grow them out till they're a little bit bigger, or you can take these out, plant them out. Give him a little sip of water. Don't have time to do the refillable thing. Alrighty, I thought it was a tray and not a lid. I'm confused. Whoa, what are you confused about? What type of lettuce do you like to plant out in your bigger hydroponic trays? Black seeded Simpson. Any that's like a cut and come again, not the head variety. Those are kind of tough to do. Sometimes bib lettuce. Depends on the temperature. Let's see. All right, one more time real quick with this. It's a tray with holes and a tray with no holes. Okay, so we do this basically like that back there. The white insert, our microgreen grower, right, is the one with holes. The mason jar is the one without holes. It's not a lid. Mike put a special tray, some of the kits in the bottom part. Yeah, so and then all I did was, so once they start, I germinated it in here, right? And once they started growing and the roots started coming at the bottom, I'd pick them out of here and just put them in here. So these are on here. And all I did was take the one with holes that had the seeds in it and put it in like that. It's just that easy. So this just says McCormick. But I'm sure Tupperware, I'm sure this is pretty standard size. Probably like 6x6, because these are 5x5. All right, so we're going to put together some kits. And so you can, like, we've got pea shoots down pat, right? And you can grow mung beans, you can grow bean sprouts and that like this. Radish works well in these. Dollar Tree has like a 2-pack. Yeah, it's a 2-pack. Thanks, Mary. I have some of the same containers from Dollar Tree. They're very useful. Yeah, I just went up to the Dollar Tree. I bought a whole stack of them when I started working. I went and got a stack of them. All right, so now we're going to do this. And then we'll put together a couple kits for everyone, all right? I had one right here. I guess so. Most of y'all these around 10.9 ounce Coke bottle, right? This is our first adapter. It's all easy, and then make it set and forget it. So that's the first one we made. So this one I like people to start with because you can start with little containers like this. You graduate to bigger containers, you see me putting it together there. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll bring out chicken tomorrow. We'll get rid of some of this. I got some big containers outside, like baking dishes. We'll bring those in tomorrow night. All right. But we're going to put this together. We're going to be using some clay pebbles, otherwise known as leca, L-E-C-A, or clay pebbles. And nutrients. I've got some here. All right, so the kit's going to have this. That's enough for 5 gallons. Okay, so this is going to be 1 teaspoon per gallon. If you want to take a screenshot, that's what I'm using right now. It's MaxiGrow, General Hydroponics. And everything you buy tonight will have one of these. There's a little QR code here that goes to all my videos to show you how to do all this stuff. And there's a little QR code on the other side that goes to my Amazon store where you can find this. If you look on my YouTube channel, you see Master Blend, you can find that there. The clay pebbles, net cups, and everything. Net cups, another thing we're going to go ahead and toss inside the kits tonight. So this will be here, and this also has my email down on the bottom. You know, it's kind of hard to see with the lights and everything, but my email is on there too if you need. All right, so this says 1 to 2 teaspoons per gallon. Everything I've always used 1 teaspoon per gallon. Thank you, Hummingbird. Here, so we'll mix up. I need some mixed up. Look, this is how easy it is. This 1 gallon, right? So you just take your little bag. And guys, if you go on Amazon and get a 2-pound bag of it, it'll last you to make like 100 gallons. Shake it up. That's easy, right? All right. I got a partial bottle. Now get your this at Dollar Tree too. We get a lot of our stuff at Dollar Tree. We like to make everything just cheap and easy. Forgot to have a giveaway going. Did it start? There it goes. Just like. All right, there's another giveaway going. All right, so the giveaway's going. We're going to get this done before the giveaway's done. All right, I'm going to put this in the bowl so if I spill it, it doesn't go anywhere. All we're going to do is fill this up. For the next giveaway, we'll give away a set of adapters. Notes, click on the show notes and make sure you read over the show notes. When bidding starts, if you win a bid, there's no cancellations and no substitutions because a bid's binding and you took the product away from somebody else that wanted it. So you can't come back later and say, I changed my mind or my kid was using my phone and stuff like that, all right? So read over the show notes and basically everything is lower 48 states. Hawaii and Alaska can't send any seeds. If you win anything or you get a box that has seeds in it, we'll switch out more adapters for the seeds, but we'll still get you something. All right, here we go. That goes in like that. Now, I like people say like, you know, playing with my phone, but you know, there was other people can't come back and get it. Guys, this just has to be deep enough so it's up over the water level. This will find its own level and it'll stop. And this is the secret of the whole thing. Throughout the grow, it's going to keep your water level down here. All right. So this is going to be wet. We're going to go ahead and spritz it. This is just plain water right here. That was nutrients in there, right? To germinate your seeds, you don't need nutrients, just plain old water. After your seeds germinate, that top layer is going to dry out, and that's going to go ahead and cut down on your mold and mildew issues from there. So you want this up high enough so that your water level down here stays down there, and then all of this starts to dry out up here. The roots will go down through here. These clay pebbles will initially go ahead and soak up some of the nutrients, and the roots will actually attach to them and suck out all the nutrients in the water that they have. And they'll head down. They know what nature, you know, they know where to go. After that happens, it's just basically set and forget it. But how easy was that, just setting that up? Now we're just going to take some of our tatsoi. And I like to give it one more sip of water, just so it's nice and damp. We'll leave that there for 1 second. So all of this, basically, this is all you need to get started. I just tore a little hole in the middle so I can push that around the bottle and just wrap it up. And that's all you do. Come the next day and peek in there. If it looks like it's drying out, if it's like really hot and dry where you're at, spritz a little bit more. If you see condensation in there and it's wet, don't do anything, just leave it. I just leave these for about 3 or 4 days till they germinate. Then I'll come back and those sprouts will be pushing on the top. At that point, you pull it out. In a couple more days, they're going to be, this one is just a couple days old. All right. So those just sprouted up. You can tell the leaves aren't really big. And these haven't even been under the grow lights yet. So once we take these and set them under the grow lights, then they're going to open up a little. At that point, it's just set it and forget it. Here and through the magic television. We like to grow ours out even bigger. That's why we have some refillable ones. So we can get them growing to where they're to the baby green stage. So you can see up on the screen right there. Okay, all of those, that's pak choi right there that you're seeing. Basically, all we did was take these, like we show you, we pull them out just like that. And see up on the screen back there, we plant these out into bigger containers. And then we can grow a garden that's going up the wall, right? hardly any space. You grow a lot of food. Don't need to be down on your knees, um, eating all day. Oh, here goes the winner. Looters Farm or Looters Fam. How are you doing? Congratulations. Pebbles stop mold. Yeah, you can try. I haven't had any problem with mold on the clay pebbles. Are you talking about algae? And or are you talking about white fuzzy stuff? Let's buy some products. I will. I'm gonna put together a kit. Let me get the giveaway started. For some reason, it's not letting me do that. My internet's lagging like really bad. It's drawing. It's just now drawing over here. So let it catch up. All right. I received Maxi Grow today. Thanks so much. No problem. That's awesome. Yeah, he won a whole bag of Maxi Grow. All right. And until it draws and catches up over there, I can't hit start giveaway. Give me 1 second. There we go. Did it start? There we go. All right, that's a giveaway. All right, so let's do the giveaway. It's going to be 2 of these. All right, that's the giveaway. Adapters. That's what you see growing back there. All right, so that's freebie. That's a giveaway right now. All right. And everybody look, there's a picture that shows 7 adapters on the giveaway. Read what it says. All right. That's just an example of all the different adapters that we have. I've got all these adapters. This is not the giveaway. Okay. Most people know that. Hundreds of people know that. But I get 1 or 2 people who win and say, I was supposed to get 7. And you're not the giveaway. So anybody that's in this giveaway, I'm just showing you right now, this is the giveaway. We have to be like crystal clear, like on everything on here. It's wild. So 2 on the giveaway. This is what we're going to put together for the kit. This is for beginners. I put together a box. Okay. Now this is going to come in a flat rate box. It's not going to bundle. If you buy a couple of them, it's just, I think you can go look up medium USPS box. A flat rate medium box is $21.99, I think, if you go up to the post office. This you're only going to have to pay $9.21 for shipping. Anywhere continental United States, might be a little bit more for Hawaii. I love the siliconic inserts in the McCorn. Can't tell you how much I. Oh, cool, Troy. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Oh, is that Troy time? Yeah, from Troy time. I harvested in my downspout. Awesome. Thanks for being here, Troy. Daylily, by the way, thank you for putting out that moringa seed free video. Oh, you just started moringa? That's awesome. We had trees, and moringa is more of a desert plant. And my wife planted strawberries underneath of it and put irrigation with the strawberry plants. And we weren't thinking, because moringa trees had just been there for years, just growing like prolific. And all the bottoms just rotted right out of them, like in a couple of months. So be careful with those are used to drought conditions. All right, guys, this is what's going to be going up for. This is a kit, right? everything you're going to need to get started with pea shoots and with your topsoil microgreens and all of that. So it's going to have 2 of these microgreen growers, 2 sets. So you guys saw us put together. This way you can get them started, right? There's holes and no holes. You can get it started in there. You can leave it in there and grow them out like that. Harvest them, start over, right? Or you can take them out. You can go ahead and plant them into something like this if you want to grow them bigger. You're like, well, if you can't get up to the Dollar Tree, we're going to put 2 of those in there for you. All right. So you can get them started in here. There's 2, a couple of these. So we'll have a couple of kits we can give away. You don't need the lids when you're treating. You use just a cup to keep the moisture in there. So you can just go ahead and leave those. All right. So it's going to be 2 of those. 2 of those. We're going to put 2 of the microgreen growers in there too. So in case you have mason jars, you can get 2 of those in there too. And then so you can start your microgreens, like in case you want to grow them out in your garden. We're going to go ahead and put your clay pebbles, nutrients, and 3 of those Coke bottle adapters. You saw me use. We're going to put 3 of those in there. All right. So you got 3 of those. You're going to be able to make 3 of those bowls. Here goes the winner. Sammy, congratulations. Watch all the stuff we grow there, guys. And then on top of all that, so you got the stuff to grow out your peas. You can grow them in these trays. You can have the stuff to do this. You can have the stuff to do microgreen growers. And you can have the stuff to grow them in your little bowls, all inside of here. And then we're going to give you peas. This is a portion. For like 1 or 2 to get started. Then once you get the hang of it, you can plant more. We're going to give you all this top soy. Okay? This is all top soy you need, about a teaspoon for 1 of those bowls. Okay? You're going to get all of that. All right, so you get those trays. You get that. You get 2 of the microgreen growers. You get clay pebbles, nutrients, 3 of these, all those peas, and all of that. All right. So we're going to run a couple of those. We're going to start at $5 if somebody hasn't bid yet. Let me see if I can start another giveaway. Let me see if I can even start an auction. Let's run one. I got to let it catch up, and I'll start another giveaway in a second, guys. I may have to leave and come back in. We will see. There it is. Oop, whoop, whoop. All right, bear with me, guys. On the computer, I'm going to leave back in. I can't even start a giveaway right now, all right? It's like lagging really, really bad. 1 second. Cellulife Shopping. The Real Books. Thank you, Spirituality. Every time I transplant, they die. Join our Facebook group, Hayden. All right, I'm trying to restart stuff on a computer. I might have to run it right on here, so I might have to be right up on the screen. But guys, that's a great starter box. We're going to start at $5 as soon as I can get it running. This is wild, and this is might go back tomorrow night. Very swollen up. One second. And YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to sign off because it might be lagging because I'm over there. So YouTube and Facebook, I love y'all. I'll drop the link one more time. Jump on over to Whatnot, and we'll be on tomorrow night. I'll try. Right? So all right, there's the link. And we'll catch y'all later. I'm going to end that stream.